Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Riley Foster, Foster's Custom Steel. Give you a little update on the mini bike. Got it in the shop and up on the table and started taking stuff off. And I found some problems, of course, but that's okay. That's what I like to do, is fix problems. For one, I just took the front fender off and straightened it, and I've already got it painted. Check this out, really nice. I'm gonna do some work to it to make it look good, but that's that olive drab green, military. Love that color. There's the motor that came off of it. It will run, it does run, it needs linkage for the carburetor and stuff, so I'm probably gonna get just a new carburetor. And I thought, well, by the time I buy a carburetor for it and do everything that needs to be done to it, I went and bought a brand new Predator engine. This is not the 212. 224cc. That's 6.6 horsepower is what it says. And believe it or not, guys, as pretty as it is, I'm going to paint that thing army green, and some of it will be left flat black. But if you're trying to camouflage a mini bike, kind of customize it, you can't leave shiny on it. So there's the seat. This was a Baja. Did a little bit of research. This was a Baja mini bike. And it had, I think this is the 6.5 horsepower, the old engine, and I'm putting a 6.6 on it. But that's the seat. I took the cover off, and I'm going to sew up on my leather stitcher. I'm going to sew up a seat cover out of the military camouflage, and it's waterproof. So it ought to look pretty good. I'm going to let you guess maybe what I'm going to do with those guys. I believe that they're going to be on this mini bike. They are powder keg dry cans. I didn't want to go, I was going to go with, well, we'll see how it works out. This is just kind of a quick update. Some things that I have noticed. This fender, when I take it off, it was crooked. And again, this was poor factory build. They did not lower the tail end of the fender correctly, so you can see that gap. That is supposed to be up against this. Some stuff I'm going to address, and I believe now that this was actually factory, but boy, I tell you, it is some shoddy work. It'll hold. So I'm going to take this fender, I'm going to have to cut this, lower this fender to match that back tire, because it would drive me batty if it wasn't. But I'll tell you what, I'm not impressed with some of the welds. Whoever did that burnt a hole in the frame. All that's going to do is let water in, so I'll address that, and I'm going to clean it up real good, and the frame will be painted drab green. I think it's olive drab green is what they call it. And I'll do everything here. I'm going to probably put a LED light on it and just run it off of my my DeWalt batteries. That way I can just unplug them. If I ever need to ride it at night, I'll just unplug them. This is kind of a quick update on where we're at. It's not going to take much. I already painted the handlebars, put the throttle cable on it, the kill switch. That's just things that I can throw on there pretty quick. But I'm going to paint this frame. This is about 2 days before Thanksgiving. So I think it's the 21st the 21st, 22nd, somewhere along in there. But I'm going to obviously paint the rims. I'll clean them up. Whoever did this, they primed it just with a spray can, and they didn't take the motor off or anything. And oh yeah, something else I noticed when I was doing this. This is never what you want to see. Take that out. Nice, rusty, yuck, right? Yeah, you'd think Man, how do brakes work? Well, it's because they didn't have a brake shoe, but on one side. The other side, the brake shoe's missing. I don't think he had good brakes. So that's, boy, you just, when you get something like this, you never know what you're going to find. He put new tires on it. It's kind of like slapping lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig, you know. So I'm gonna clean all this off real good and get it olive drab green and cleaned up. I'll put a new set of brake shoes on it. The drum looks to be in good shape and the bearings look good, so that's a big plus. But right now today I'm going to address this fender. Again, I've got to cut it here and on the other side lower the back end of this fender down after I put the wheel up under there and get it where I want it, tack it back together and then weld it out. And that'll be done. I'm going to just kind of update these as I go. Some of the videos I may do while I'm doing some of the work, but a lot of this is just, well, fixing stuff that someone else did. I'm going to cut that tab off and clean it up and put a tab on there that will catch that seat properly. Seat wasn't even bolted on, it just kind of sat there. So these are things that I can do pretty quick. So guys, let's see how far we go with this thing. I want to ride it in a week or so, I'm hoping, but we got a long ways to go. So remember to like and share and comment. Give thanks and always have a great day.